while since I've last uploaded anything, and I know I've been really inactive. But now I'm about to give you my first video in like forever, and hopefully I'll be turning more active. Hopefully, like, not falling back to one of those inactive periods. So today I'm gonna show you my 2021-22 winter forecast for the U.S. This is the first one for the season, so this determines everything. We know there's gonna be a La Niña. We're going to go over that some also. And also you'll see which areas will see the most snow and which areas it will be snowier compared to average. So yeah, here's our typical La Niña winter pattern. It is typically cooler across the northern plains and as well as parts of the northwest. In the Pacific Northwest, it's usually wet there. It's also usually wet many winters across parts of the Midwest. Though that could also be just snow in general. And then across southern tier, it's generally dry and also warm. There's forecasted precipitation anomalies. This is just one of the models I use to support my outlook. So this is CFS monthly. I don't know if you trust this or not, because this is also like from one of those popular model sites that many of the enthusiasts like us use in our videos. No, I think Pivotal is like the most commonly one. I mean, this is tropical tidbits. I mean, you probably more trust this for like tropical cyclones and stuff because that's kind of what it serves for. But I mean, whatever one. So you see that the northern half of the country is generally in wetter pattern, while the southern half is generally drier for the December, January, February period. Then according to this model, you see that the entire country is like milder and warmer. But I don't think that's necessarily the case. And there will probably be some areas of below average. Just like as you see in the northwestern portion of the country, you see below normal temperatures. But then for most of the country, it's just above normal. And then you see in between those two anomalies, you see there's equal chances, obviously. It's like it really should typically work. And then I don't really do Alaska or Hawaii, but then Alaska you see mostly below, especially for the southern half. And yeah, so there are two areas of above precipitation areas, temperature for like the northern half of the country basically. One of them's in the Great Lakes and Midwest, and the other's in the Northwest. While they're below in the southern tier, it's below normal precipitation. So now we head into our overall winter forecast. As you can see, they're going to be similar to the models that you've been looking at and the official Climate Prediction Center forecasts. So yeah, below normal temperatures for the northwest portion of the country, above normal temperatures elsewhere. But the highest anomalies will be in the southeastern U.S. So yeah, places like Florida, I'd say like Dallas, Atlanta, Miami, those cities you'll probably be dealing with rather like really warm. And yeah. And so here is the precipitation forecast, also generally similar. Above normal in the Great Lakes and as well as Northwest, and drier than normal conditions across South. 2021-22 winter forecast for the United States. We're going to go over these by detail a little for each region. As you can see, much of the northern half of the U.S., mainly across the Midwest and northern Rockies, will be in the chilly, snowy pattern for much of the winter. With mostly below normal conditions, though, in the eastern half, there could be some slightly above normal temperatures. But because many of these areas are generally already really cold in winter, I don't think it'll have much impact on overall snowfall. And as we'll get into that soon. As you can see, for the Pacific Northwest, there's going to be some heavy rain and heavy mountain snow, whatever it would be. So much of the northern half of the Pacific coast. So yeah, the northern half of the coast will probably see back-to-back storm systems, but there'll probably be some dry periods too, because while some of this region is seeing new and normal precipitation, so of course it won't be just constantly like that all winter. And then across much of the southern U.S., you see rather mild conditions, with generally dry conditions as well. And this is also the case for the southeast really warm region. For the New England region, it might be a little warm early, but then things will probably start to cool down as we head later in the winter. So like January time frame, it will probably start to really cool down. And then for parts of the east central U.S. and into the northeast, you see that there's going to be a late snowy period for late winter. And then along the Great Lakes in general, you can barely see it, but running down Lake Erie and eastern Michigan coastlines, there's this tiny gray region there that indicates some of the heaviest snow areas. However, what's really interesting is that the record warm sea surface temperatures for this time of year, this should really get the lake effect snow going across many of these areas. And for the center of the country, we expect to see wintry battle because, with above normal temperatures and all that, this could be when most wintry mixes occur in winter storms and all that. And yeah, that's about it, guys. I hope you enjoyed the first video in forever, and be sure to subscribe to this channel so that we can stay active for the time being.